Let me ask you something. How many times have you told yourself, tomorrow I'll finally fix my routine? You set the alarm for 5 a.m., imagining yourself studying for hours, exercising, reading, maybe even cooking a healthy breakfast. But then tomorrow comes, and what happens? You snooze. You scroll. You delay. Suddenly it's night again, and you're frustrated, asking yourself why it always feels so hard to stay consistent. If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you are not alone. Every student struggles with routines at some point. The problem is not that you're lazy or that you lack discipline. The real issue is that you've never designed a daily routine that actually works for you, one that balances study, health, and life. And here's the good news. Once you master your daily routine, everything changes. You'll have more focus, more energy, more clarity, and yes, even more free time for yourself. So in this video, I'm going to give you the perfect daily routine for students, not one of those insane 18-hour study schedules that make you miserable and burn out in 3 days, but a practical, balanced routine that actually fits real life. Stay with me until the end, because I'm also going to share the psychology of habits and some powerful tips students around the world are using to boost focus, beat procrastination, and finally enjoy their day. Trust me, if you stick around, the way you see your time and your life will completely shift. But let's start with something important. Why does having a routine even matter? Think about your phone. Without charging, without updates, without apps running properly, it becomes useless. Your brain is exactly the same. Without rest, without energy, without structure, it crashes. The truth is, students don't fail because they're not smart enough. Most fail because they don't know how to structure their time. They either overwork and burn out, or they underwork and fall behind. That's why a balanced daily routine works like your personal operating system. It keeps you consistent, sharp, and stress-free. Because discipline beats motivation every time. You won't always feel like studying, but if your day is designed right, your routine will carry you even when motivation fails. Now let's dive into the morning, the foundation of everything. Let's be honest, most students either set alarms they never wake up to, or they set 10 alarms and still roll out of bed at 9 a.m. Sound familiar? But here's the truth. You don't need to torture yourself with a 4 a.m. routine. Waking up between 5:30 and 7 is the sweet spot. Why? Because the world is quiet. No notifications, no noise. Nobody asking for anything. It's just you and your thoughts. And the biggest mistake most students make, the very first thing they do after waking up is check their phone, Instagram, Snapchat, messages. That's like inviting 50 strangers to dump their problems and thoughts into your head before you've even brushed your teeth. Instead, get up, stretch, drink some water, open your window. Let the natural light hit your eyes. It signals your brain to wake up naturally, and then just breathe for 2 minutes. No rush, no chaos, because how you start your morning sets the tone for your entire day. If you start with panic, you'll feel scattered all day. If you start with calm, you'll feel in control. Now add light movement. You don't need to hit the gym or run 5 miles. Just 5 minutes of stretching, yoga, push-ups, or even walking around your room. Think of it like turning on the Wi-Fi before you start browsing. Your body is the router. Your brain is the device. If your body doesn't wake up, your brain won't connect properly. Movement improves blood flow, which means more oxygen to your brain. That means you'll actually understand and remember what you study instead of just staring at the page. And don't skip breakfast. Your brain eats too. When you study, your brain burns glucose, energy. Skip breakfast and you're running on empty. That's why you feel cranky, tired, or sleepy in morning classes. Keep it simple. Oats with banana, eggs with toast, or a smoothie. Nothing fancy, just light but filling. And hydrate. Drink water. Here's a fact. Dehydration feels almost identical to tiredness. So the next time you think, I'm lazy, maybe you're not. Maybe your body is screaming, give me water. And now comes the most powerful part of your morning, studying. Here's the golden rule. Your brain is sharpest in the morning. Why waste that power on Instagram or random YouTube videos? Use it for your hardest subject. If you struggle with math, tackle problems in the morning. If you're memorizing history, focus on key dates and events while your brain is fresh. If you're coding, write actual code instead of scrolling through tutorials. 1 focused hour in the morning equals 3 tired hours at night. And here's how to maximize it. Use the Pomodoro method. 50 minutes of pure focus, 10 minutes break. No multitasking. No background TV. No endless playlist scrolling. Just deep work. And during your break, don't touch your phone. Stretch, drink water, look outside. Give your brain real rest. Remember, your brain isn't a machine. Even machines need downtime to function well. Let me ask you, what's the very first thing you usually do when you wake up? Be honest. Do you grab your phone? Or do you actually give your brain the calm and focus it deserves? Drop it in the comments because that one tiny habit may be the reason you feel distracted all day. Now let's move to the afternoon, when classes, lectures, and study blocks usually take over. Here's where most students lose momentum. They sit in lectures, nodding, maybe scribbling notes, but later, nothing sticks. Here's the trick. Don't be a passive learner. Take notes in your own words. Don't just copy what the teacher writes. Your brain remembers more when you process information first. Ask questions, even small ones. They make lessons interesting and clear. And after class, spend just 2 to 3 minutes summarizing what you learned. Write it down or say it aloud. That tiny habit makes revision so much easier later. Think of it like planting seeds. Active learning nurtures them. Passive learning just throws them on dry ground. Then comes lunch. Here's where most students sabotage themselves. They eat heavy, oily food, then crash. Their energy dives into digestion mode and suddenly they feel sleepy. Instead, eat light. Protein like eggs, lentils, or chicken, plus some veggies and fruit. Avoid sugary drinks and fried foods. They give you a quick high, then a hard crash. And here's a hack. After lunch, take a short 15-20-minute power nap, or if naps don't work for you, go for a walk. Fresh air for 10 minutes is like hitting a reset button for your brain. And now, what do you do with that tricky afternoon slump? Here's the secret. Don't fight it, use it. Afternoons are perfect for practice-based work. Solve problems. Do flashcards. Write essays. Revise with past papers. Do active tasks instead of forcing heavy theory. Why? Because your brain is slower at this time. Don't waste it on high concentration work. Use it smartly. Quick check. Do you already have a specific afternoon habit that helps you avoid the slump? Or do you usually fall into the scroll trap on your phone? Share it below, because your afternoon might be the reason your whole day collapses. Evening is when energy feels drained. But this is exactly when movement can save you. Even 20 to 30 minutes of exercise transforms your mood and focus. And it doesn't need to be the gym. Play football, basketball, badminton. Dance to your favorite songs, go for a brisk walk. Exercise isn't just about fitness, it boosts memory, reduces stress, and improves sleep. Students who move in the evening wake up sharper the next day. Then comes something even more important, creativity. Yes, creativity. Even the best students don't study every single hour. They make space for hobbies. You should too. Draw, write, play an instrument, sing, cook, or work on a personal project. Creativity resets your brain, prevents burnout, and keeps you motivated. It also reminds you that life is more than academics. Now, once your body and mind feel recharged, it's time for light evening study. But this is not the time for your toughest subject. Instead, revise notes from earlier, solve medium-level practice questions, and plan for the next day. Keep it light but consistent. That way, when night comes, you'll feel accomplished instead of guilty, and your brain will be calmer, ready to sleep and lock in what you studied. Finally, the night routine. This is where most students fail. They study until exhaustion, scroll on their phones, then collapse into bed. But the truth is, how you end your day matters as much as how you start it. First, plan tomorrow. Spend just 5 minutes writing 3 to 5 specific tasks you'll complete. Not vague study, but precise. Finish Chapter 4 of physics, solve 20 math problems, read 10 pages of your book. This clears mental clutter. Your brain relaxes knowing there's a plan. You sleep better. Then comes the digital sunset. Tough one, I know. But no screens 30 minutes before bed. Why? Because blue light from your phone tricks your brain into thinking it's still day. That's why you scroll TikTok at 2 a.m., even though you're exhausted. Replace screens with reading, journaling, or music. Just 15 to 20 minutes of this makes sleep deeper and more restorative. And above all, never sacrifice sleep for study. I know exams make it tempting, but here's the truth. Studying is loading data, sleep is pressing save. Without it, you're throwing away your effort. Aim for 7 to 8 hours every night. But here's something most ignore: mindset. Your routine is useless if your mindset is weak. Stop comparing your study hours to others. Some brag about studying 14 hours a day. Most are lying. Quality beats quantity. Consistency beats intensity. 4 hours every day for a month is far more powerful than 12 hours for 2 days followed by burnout. And don't fear mistakes. Everyone fails at routines at first. The key is to restart the next day, not give up. So let's recap. Morning equals deep focus. Afternoon equals practice and application. Evening equals movement, creativity, and light revision. Night equals reset and recharge. That's the perfect student routine. Balanced, realistic, life-changing. Now let me challenge you. Are you going to keep waiting for the perfect day to fix your life? Or will you start shaping it today? What's one habit from this routine you'll implement first? Drop it in the comments, I want to know. And if this video helped you, smash that like button, subscribe, and share it with a friend who also needs to master their day. Remember, the discipline you build today becomes the freedom you'll enjoy tomorrow. And this is only the beginning.